Welcome back to 20 Years of Doom. I'm Temin.
I'm Coffee.
I'm Red.
And we are in the Incubator of Chaos. I don't know, it's got hazard stripes, I guess.
Yeah, it's got a lot of things.
But wait, hazard implies there's danger, but it's a precautionary sign, which means there's order, so I don't think that this is really accurate. Maybe I'm just thinking too deep into it. It's late.
Well, I don't know. All I know is that there's a bunch of zombies, roaming around this computer room, and, it's getting to be a bit annoying,
Yeah,
Man.
well, I'm more worried about the innards of these computers. These zombies must be giving off a whole lot of moisture and dust and all sorts of nasty stuff. You know, jam the fans and overheat the servers, and that's no good for anyone.
Look, I think that, before commercial computers released, I should say personal computers, back when there was nothing but military supercomputers, this was the only way to deal with viruses. You just had to go in there with a shotgun and clean them all out by hand.
Also, back there was a little example of what I guess Schrodinger's monster, more or less.
Oh?
Which is a weird thing with the Doom engine, I guess. Just vanilla Doom, where monsters don't really react to gravity in this game. So if they're in a situation where they should be falling down, like off a ledge, for instance, they can't. They'll be in between a state of on the ground and up on the ledge where they were previously, and it's really weird. And it's not the last we'll see of it, but I guess all you need to know from that is that live actors besides the Doomguy, don't have gravity to them, and it leads to some weird things every now and then.
Even the Lost Souls?
Well, they've got the flying tag, so that's different. Technically, gravity doesn't apply to them, but it doesn't really matter in their case.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that the gravity does apply to the corpse actor, just not the actual monster actor itself. It's weird.
Okay.
Weird properties.
So is it an oversight or is it a feature?
Probably an oversight. Since it's like an edge case kind of thing where they didn't really expect monsters to be, above something in that capacity.
Right.
Yes, sped up shotgun noises.
Yeah.
Very booming.
Yeah. This Archvile has been a nuisance for quite a while now.
Oh my god. This is what I remember specifically about Archviles being so painful. It's not the fire pillar. It's not the fact that they have a bajillion health. It's that every time you go to fire another round into them, another zombie man, another weak enemy gets revived right in front of them and wastes your shot, especially with the rocket launcher.
Yeah, I mean, that can be a positive, though, and I know for a fact we'll see it as a positive in certain later maps, because they'll just keep reviving shotgun guys, and then you just have, a nice supply of shotguns to keep you...
oh my god, so every time they die, they drop a shotgun?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, actually, yeah, I guess, the game wouldn't record whether or not they have...
Yeah,
and that makes sense.
And the fact that the game doesn't record things like, has this monster already died, leads to some situations where you can get over 100% kills, which has happened in the past, but yeah, I never really brought it up, but that's a thing.
I think we might have mentioned it with the Pain Elemental spawning Lost Souls.
Yeah, it happens with the... Go ahead.
Yeah, with the Archvile, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
So, the shotgun, the 4 shells you get from a normal shotgun end up hitting the zombie man, correct? Or is it just one shot? But
well, I mean, anything that, I guess rather, the moment the zombie man is dead, any remaining pellets will continue on behind it. essentially.
Yeah.
I was going to say something along the lines of a Groundhog Day or whatever with a gun, but it just was not working as well as I thought it would.
Oh well.
Because you're making a profit off the ammo you get from the zombie man, so wouldn't it be a loop of bullets? Anyway, go on.
I kind of get what you're. How about Rube Goldberg contraption?
Yeah.
Shoot zombie man, revive arc vial, shoot zombie. You know.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought Groundhog Day.
So, yeah, real quick, this particular room reminds me of another room made by the Innocent Crew. I don't remember if it was Slaughter Until Death or The Evil Unleashed, but there was like a small slime bridge maze thing. It kind of reminded me of that.
Huh.
Also, can't quite reach that switch. Oh, but I can with the super shotgun. Check that out.
Oh, hey, nice.
Yeah, the super shotgun actually has some vertical spread, so you can actually hit things like that you maybe aren't necessarily intended to, but it's possible, and I certainly did it there. Oh, check it out. The Obituary's other new weapon, it's like the Sonic
spaceship.
Blaster or something.
Star Trek stock sound effects? What's going on?
Yeah. I think how it works, it's basically the same as the BFG. Like, it's got all the tracers and stuff still, I think. But the initial projectile is like, I don't know, 100 times stronger now.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
So whatever you hit dead on is going to basically be melted, but then the BFG aftermath occurs as well. So
yeah, I think so.
Wow.
And also,
that's going to melt.
Another thing is the actual projectile is invisible now.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
So Doomguy's just holding a miniature of a spaceship, and it just happens to be armed with a BFG that's been overcharged. Is that what I'm getting at here?
It's basically like a miniature Star Destroyer ship. So he just kind of like pushes a button on the top and it lights up.
A rocket zombie just killed himself. Sorry.
Nobody's immune from the wrath of the rocket launcher god. Nobody.
Not even the rocket god himself.
Yep. Oh man, yeah. I hadn't considered that.
Now remind me, does a splash of the rocket launcher do more damage than the actual blast?
Yeah.
yeah.
The splash damage does. It's why it takes so long to kill a cyber demon with a rocket launcher, is because the majority of the damage from the rockets is from the splash damage. Also, I like their exit sign texture there.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Just in case you want it, just in case you were looking for it. I mean, I don't know if you would be in a game like this, but
it's an exit. But you can kind of hang around if you want, I guess.
Okay, the pistols fast forwarded is how fast their fire rate should have been normally.
Yeah. Yeah, but that still annoys me that they're not actually firing that fast, and it's just a placebo.
Yeah. Big loss, huge shame, but this. It was 1995. They didn't know better. I can't keep making these excuses for them.
Well, alright, let's just leave it at night. It's 1995. The technology is still relatively new.
D-Hack Ed is some black magic still.
I thought it was Build Engine that was black magic.
Well,
no,
it's a different kind of black magic.
Build Engine is like the MacGyver engine.
Yeah,
it's just duct tape and like sewing needles and hobo
paper
semen
clips.
And paper clips.
Hobo.
Yeah. Oh, have you guys not seen MacGruber?
No.
Oh man. Well, I got some videos to link after this, and you
boy.
wonderful people have to go look up the MacGruber Pepsi commercials.
Oh dear.
Oh god. Oh no.
Looks like we're all in for a treat once we're done. But anyway.
Alright, this is that room where I shopped those switches forever ago.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, hey.
I'm pretty sure that that's the only way to get these elevators to rise, and there's no other place to shoot these switches from, so I think that weird super shotgun thing is actually the intended solution, but
If
I
only you
couldn't
had
say
a
for
way
sure.
to, like, aim up and hit the switch, though, you know?
Yeah, if only Doomguy had, like...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about these guys.
Oh yeah, the high-tech guys, Predator troopers, Invisomans. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Doomguy
man.
just... I keep imagining the Doomguy stole a kid's Star Destroyer and he rigged the BFG and trails onto it for some reason.
No, he just replaced the... It's like a, you know, it, like, shoots, not real lasers, but, like, laser pointer lights out the front. But he just put a plasma cell in it and actually shot lasers.
Oh, what a jerk.
He just stole a kid's toy to make a weapon of mass
Ooh, what's
destruction.
this?
Ooh.
This level sucks is what this is.
Oh,
Why
hey,
is that?
it's a fire hose.
Yeah.
The Doomguy probably ripped
got
out the
it.
wall and reverse engineered into a flamethrower.
So, this level's a bit rough. I remember dying roughly 1,000,000 times. So, and for some reason I remember a lot of those deaths being because of the, well, maybe not a lot, but you know, at least a couple of the deaths in this being due to Mancubus fireballs being able to no-clip through walls in the vanilla engine. So, that's
man.
a problem. It
That's
kind of
right.
sucks.
That has to do with their velocity, right?
Yeah,
They're so
their next
fast they can
intended
just...
position is
Uh-huh.
beyond the wall.
So it's a quantum fireball.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Man. That's actually kind of cool in theory.
Quantum
See, he
Mancubus.
just got me through the wall there. What a jerk.
Oh my God. That
Mancubus.
I don't know if that survived in Source engines, but if it did, well, shoot, even back in the day when we played this, that would explain a couple of my incredibly random deaths, in theory. I mean, again, I was kind of clueless sometimes, and I would just die and not be entirely sure why, lost in the chaos of it, but
Wait,
I could
what
see
game are
a-
you talking about?
this one,
Oh,
yeah,
well, I mean...
randomly dying to Mancubi fireballs through walls, or
Well,
just
I mean,
projectiles through walls in general.
I mean, that's a thing that doesn't happen past a certain point in source ports, but...
Oh, that's what I was
sure.
asking if, that's why I asked if that's a thing that's still in source ports or not, but I guess not.
Yeah,
then.
you said source, and for some reason I thought you meant the source engine. That was
Oh, heck
my
no.
bad.
Oh,
No.
That's
Well-
the engine where if you press something into the ground hard enough, it'll bounce out of the ground. That's physics. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. QED.
are you talking about the fact if you do that, it'll fly straight up and hurt anyone who's in the way?
I'm talking about if you take something like with the physics gun in Gary's mod, and you just kind of drag it into the ground for a little bit. It'll like accumulate momentum and bounce in the opposite direction.
Right, it'll accumulate energy, so when you let go, it's like when you slam a basketball on the ground really hard. Except,
Yeah,
imagine if the
but with, like-
basketball had already been touching the ground the whole time and just received
And-
that energy.
Also, was a shipping container. You know,
Or a giant blue dumpster. Weighs like, maybe 200 pounds or so, yeah.
Oh, that physics engine was pretty good.
Thanks, Havoc.
It would also open a whole new world for griefing, but that's neither here or there.
boy. Oh man, this is some off-topic stuff, but I remember when you created a black hole anomaly using that wonderful physics engine.
I thought that was you.
No, that wasn't me. You started throwing stuff into a corner, and bad things happened.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh man. Yeah. So I was really bored in Half-Life 2 once, and I, for the purposes of a certain video series that may or may not exist on the internet in the future. That's up in the air, but maybe not. I'll probably upload it.
Alright.
But yeah, I just gathered like every barrel in the water hazard chapter. Well, not there's this like part with warehouses that have barrels, and I got all the barrels together in one place, and I wanted to do a cool thing where I threw a grenade into the pile of barrels and send them flying everywhere, but instead they got all stuck together and impossible to move. It was great.
Right, they became so incredibly dense due to their proximity that a gravity field was formed and nothing could escape.
Yeah.
At least I'd like to think that
tremendous.
Havoc's physics engine is that advanced and it wasn't just some janky shit that happened and broke. But one can dream.
I'm kind of sad the flamethrower doesn't turn them into a crisp.
Oh, like turn the corpse actor black after it's... Yeah, that'd actually be a kind of a cool touch, but I don't know if they could do that yet.
Yeah, no. There are only 2 possible death states, and that's only for a handful of monsters. So, not yet.
I mean, I suppose if you made, like, all gibbed enemies a black charred corpse, but if you ever get a berserk pack, that might be kind of awkward. Like,
Actually,
Doomguy punched him so hard that...
I think there are WADs where that actually happened.
Oh my god.
No.
Yes. So you can punch someone so hard that they just, like... It's like the
Catch
aftermath.
fire and disintegrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of kinetic energy literally chars them. That's wonderful.
Yeah. I'm like 100% sure that happens. I just can't remember when, but when that happens, it's gonna be a good time, I think.
A pleasant surprise.
Oh, I can't wait till we get to Strife. Then we'll have some real fun with the Flamen and Waffen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I still know nothing about Strife other than you can get stuck, like perma-stuck at the very beginning of the game and just lose.
There's gonna be a whole lot of bleeps this episode.
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably.
Well, maybe.
I've been pretty lenient about that lately, but we'll see. Maybe if I'm really feeling up to it, but I gotta find a good sensor noise.
I kind of want to tempt fate here and like just start shouting spoilers out, off the bat, but
Oh god.
No.
I'm too tired, so I don't know any.
This room's great. You just kind of open the door and juke the rocket guys into blowing themselves up.
Sorry. Yeah.
But wait, there's more. You press that switch and then...
Oh, come on.
Oh god.
Are you serious?
For some reason,
Wait,
they got this like collection of different colored liquids, and they just spawn rocket guys in it. This is a bit strange, but I gotta use this door as a shield so I don't get blown up.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else caught that, but the first time you opened the door, that rocket dude shot another zombie. So somehow they ended up infighting, despite the fact that you weren't even in the room.
What the?
Yeah.
Huh. I'll have to look back at that because I totally did not catch that.
Yeah, no, he shot a rocket off to his right and nailed the zombie to your left.
Well, how about that?
Yeah. What a friendly trooper.
What a charming guy. Also, it's probably one of my favorite things when you shoot someone off a ledge and they fall,
Yes!
But, oh, yes. Thanks, Rocket Zombie.
Did you just kill everyone?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he killed more.
Yeah, so they're not all that bad sometimes,
You just think of them as like flying impact detonatable explosive barrels. They can work for you, but they can also work against you.
Yeah, especially since they're always aiming at you most of the time.
Are you saying they're living barrels, as in they're just flesh-covered barrels, and they're just disgusting looking, and they just...
Here's the exit, by the way.
Oh, man.
Oh, April Fools. So, you mentioned living barrels. That was actually one of the first dehacked patches somebody made.
What?
They just made the barrels able to move, and they would walk towards you and explode.
Oh, God.
God.
That's horrifying.
That's already a thing, okay.
Yeah, it's a thing. All dating all the way back to when I guess dehacked was invented. God, I wish I knew more about dehacked.
Yeah,
I remember
you go, but
Tigim from the thread. I think that's who it was. Mentioned that they knew about dehacked. I don't know. Maybe I'll get in contact with them and we could make a dehacked video or something.
hey, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of wondering, you know, when you get into all that, start trying to deconstruct Doom, because, oh wow, this game's so cool and stuff. I wonder how you figure out how to make dehacked. Like, how do you figure out how to get that working and how to compile all that stuff to fit into Doom and change things?
Yeah,
just like how people, you know, like kind of, I guess, attempted to reverse engineer Doom and make their own map builders and stuff. Like, how did they figure that out? That always fascinates me.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting to think about, because it really is like a super hacky kind of tool. Like it basically alters the game's exe to change the values of. How do I? Oh, also that was another prank exit.
Oh my
Really?
God. Why?
Yeah.
Really?
But yeah, basically, what dehacked lets you do, it lets you alter values and assign properties of certain things to other things. Like you could have, I don't know, like a lost soul with chain gun guy behavior that also explodes like a barrel.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay. So
like-
a flying nightmare, basically.
Yeah, you can't exactly create new properties, but you can kind of mash the existing ones together to create something new. It's a bit strange, but you know.
Okay.
Oh
no!
Oh God, the game. Oh God, now I have to do Pandemonium 2 from a pistol start. Oh, what a shame.
The flamethrower and the toy spaceship and everything.
Yeah, all my stuff's gone. Just, I don't even know why that happened. DOSBox just crashed. Oh, thanks, Rocket Zombie.
Yeah,
this,
thanks, dehacked.
Biochemical lab or whatever this level was is a bit difficult, especially, you know, from a pistol start, and especially with all these rocket zombies going around.
Incredibly dickish of them.
Yeah. Again, this is just come to expect this from the Innocent crew. You know, this may be the last WAD they release under this name, but it isn't the last WAD they work on, and boy, their levels sure don't get any easier.
No, amen to that. So you were talking about moving barrels. I had this mental image of these tiny gremlins running at the Doomguy while they're moving the barrel towards him. Just like the gremlins in the movie Gremlins.
Oh man.
Running towards him with the barrel, and they're just going to blow themselves up along with the Doomguy.
What a bunch of pranksters. So yeah,
It's a nice way of putting it.
19 deaths, maybe entirely that one level. I wasn't paying that close attention, but you know. Anyway, the end.
The end.
Good night, everybody.